All right, this is the topic 12% to whole homework. Number 1 says, what is 20% of 25? So remember, whenever you see the percent, that percent is always out of 100. So we want to know what's 20% of 25. So 25 is the whole. We're looking for what the part, 20% of that. So that's where I'm going to put my x. And then I'm just going to cross multiply and get 100x and multiply this way. So you're going to do 25 times 20, which is 500. And then we're going to divide by 100. So x would be 5. Okay, so then ask yourself, is that a reasonable answer? Would 5 be 20% of 25? And that is a reasonable answer. So take a look at number 2. 2 says, on a local sports team, 20% of 50 players are left-handed. So how many left-handed players are there? So again, I'm going to go right to my percent. Percent is always out of 100. And I want to know of 50 players. So we want to know how many of those 50 players are left-handed. So I'm going to let you guys finish this one. You need to cross multiply just like we did up here. Don't stop here. You guys keep going and finish that problem. Number 3. A restaurant wants to study how well its salads sell. The circle graph shows the sales over the past few days. 5 of the salads were Caesar salads that were sold. So how many total salads did the restaurant sell? Well, we know 5 of them were Caesar. And if 20% are Caesar, then we need to figure out how many total salads there were. So I'm going to take that percent, 20% of the salads were Caesar. So I know 5 of them is just part of the salad. So I'm going to put the 5 because here's the part. The total is what goes down here. That's what we don't know. So we're going to cross multiply. I'm going to get 20x equals 500. Divide by 20. So if I do 500, not by 200, Mrs. Richards, divided by 20, I get 25. So remember, that's telling me the total number of salads sold, but I know 5 of them are Caesar. So now I want to know how many garden and how many Cobb salads. So what I can do is I can go over to the percent. 56% are garden salads. So 56% of the 25 are garden. So now I can cross multiply, get 100x, and now I want to do 56 times 25 is 1400. I'm going to divide both sides by 100. So 1400 divided by 100 gives us 14. So of the 25 salads, 14 of them are garden. Remember, 5 are Caesar, 14 are garden. So our answer over here, if there's 25 altogether, there should be 6 Cobb. So here's, we're going to check. They told us the percent for Cobb is 24%. So I'm going to put that over 100. And we're going to do how many out of 25. So if we cross multiply again, we're going to get 100x. We're going to do 24 times 25. That's 600. And if we divide by 100, we do get 6. So if I were to add 6 Cobb, 14 garden, and 5 Caesar together, that would give us a total of 25 salads. All right, flip it over to the back. Number 4 says, at a school, 122 students play at least one sport. That's 40% of all the students at the school. So how many students are at the school? Well, remember percent, always out of 100. So that's going to go first. Now you have to ask, is this 122 the total number or just part of the students? So they said, how many students are at the school? So we don't know the total number of students. So I have to put my X at the bottom because that's what we're looking for. But of that total number, 122 play at least one sport. So you guys need to cross multiply and figure out the total. You guys finish this one. Don't stop here. Number 5. A school wants to add a new sports team, so they sent out surveys asking the students their favorite sport. 19 students said lacrosse. Others named volleyball or swimming. So they want to know how many students were surveyed. So this is sort of like the salad question on the previous side. So let's go to the lacrosse. I'm going to break this up into 3 parts, and I'm going to say this part is lacrosse. So we know lacrosse is 38%, so the percent's out of 100. And the reason I picked lacrosse is because here they told us 19 of the students in the survey picked that. So 19 wasn't the total number of kids, it was just how many picked lacrosse. So we're looking for the total, so that's what goes on the bottom. So you're going to cross multiply and get 38x. 1900 divide by 38. So in your calculators, you're going to do 1900 divided by 38, which gives you 50. So we know altogether there are 50 students. So that should help you set up your proportions for the next 2. So I would do volleyball here, and I would do swimming here. All right, so we can find the percent for volleyball. Again, you know percent, 42% is out of 100. And they didn't tell us how many students, so we're going to use the 50 as our total. So 50 is going to go as the denominator, and you're looking for how many chose volleyball. You're going to use that here, and you're going to set up a proportion for swimming with that percent, and you can use 50 for the total there. So you guys finish those 2. Number 6, Christy is ordering t-shirts for classmates. There's 20 of them. She knows 75% of the classmates want the small. In her order, Christy mistakenly asked for 25 small shirts. So how many small t-shirts should she have ordered? Well, there's 20 classmates altogether, and 75% of those want a small. So we're going to take that 75%, and we know that there's 20 people in the class. We want to know how many should she have ordered the small for. Okay, and then once you get that answer, it will help you with this one. What was Christy's error? How did she get 25 instead of the answer that you got here? Hope this helps.